Hey, what's up guys? I have some bad news. Don't worry, it's nothing like too bad, but I've recorded a bunch of closer stuff and I scheduled it out to give myself a little break from the combo command run, which I am still working on. But unfortunately I was using XSplit Broadcaster instead of Gamecaster, and for some reason, when you have XSplit Broadcaster in the background and you play this game, at least when it's windowed, it screws up the frame rate, but I did some really good runs in those, so I'm not going to delete them, but the frame rate's going to be choppy. Don't worry, I didn't get like a downgrade to my computer or anything. It's just a weird side effect of this game. I've never really experienced any other game that's done that. Maybe it's something wrong with the NVENC encoder or something, but I wanted to put this up ahead of the backlog so that you guys know what's going on. I don't know how much longer I'll be playing this. I mean, I have learned most of the interface, but I'm definitely more interested in the DFO huge batch patch that's going to be coming out in about a month. But this game has seen some vast improvements from the way that it was when I first played it on the channel. The enemies aren't as HP spongy. The grind is a lot better. Full controller support. The game has come a long way in a pretty short period of time.
세 보이는 녀석이군. 어딜?
I really like what this game does for the action MMO subgenre in terms of how deep the combat is. It's leaps and bounds above anything else that I've played. You know, the dash cancels, just the overall speed and flow of the combat, the presentation as well. Just like unmatched pretty much, at least from what I've played. I heard Mystic Fighter Online was pretty good, but that game died, so I never really got to try it. Much experience with this class. He was the first character that I made, but I just had so many problems with the optimization in my computer back when this launched, so he kind of got stuck in the back burner pretty much.
좀 뜨거울 거야.
One thing I will say is I've seen the end game to this, and it seems like a huge chunk of the bosses are just in permanent hyper armor, which is pretty boring. I wish that they had been a little more. They would lighten up a little bit on the bosses that just kind of stand there and they're like walls. But like the first half of the game, they give you tons of bosses that you can go to town on, and that's what's really fun. And I like that they have PvP in the game now. Obviously, I haven't really tried it because I'm not Korean, and playing any action MMO on the Korean server while not living in Korea is like a nightmare for both people involved in the match. But I think it's cool that hey, now you can use your optimized PvE combos in PvP. I heard it's kind of in a weird little crossroads in terms of balancing, but it's definitely fun. I know people really hated that about Closers when it first launched. This was strictly a PvE game for a really long time, and some people didn't like that. I mean, some people like the competitive aspect, but I've heard gear plays a really huge factor in terms of how successful you are. So I don't know how well it is, but or how good it is. But anyway, I'm sorry that the next couple videos are going to be in choppy frame rate. I didn't notice until it was too late. No other game that I use with XSplit Broadcaster when I'm streaming does that. So rest assured, after that little stretch of videos goes out, the rest will look like this pretty much. Thanks for watching. Peace.